Hello, everyone. Welcome to my holistic living speech. My name is Noor Hamuda, and I'll be discussing how to live holistic living. So, my first slide demonstrates the holistic life model. Basically, the way holistic healers think is we have several different energetic bodies, those being physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, as you see here. So basically, we have many layers to us as human beings. We're very complicated and multifaceted beings. So it's good to sometimes break things down and assess them one layer at a time. So we have our physical being, which is represented by this circle. And basically, that's how we feel things physically. If we are in pain, if we are enjoying something, it's kind of how we live physically, whether we're working out, whether we're sick, whether we're healthy. That's our physical being. Our emotional being is how we feel and react to things, whether it's a reaction from a physical stimulus or maybe a thought that's going onto your mind, which is connected to the mental being, which is how things affect our mood, how we react to them, basically the psychology behind our behavior. And then our spiritual being is what we believe by, what we find meaningful, and how that contributes to our life, and overall how we kind of make the decisions we do on a daily basis. So altogether, when they're in synergy, when they're all working together, we have a very holistic way of being. Everything is happening all at one time. We are aware of things, and we kind of have that control over our bodies as well. So this picture just represents mind, body, and soul. You know, when things change and changes being put into effect, it affects all layers, mind, body, and soul. It's not just a superficial change. So here we have the domain of resilience, and basically, resilience is toughness. It's the ability to adapt and overcome to certain hardships. So I kind of touched upon this in my psychology class. It's how people really change in adapting from traumatic and tragic situations. So the ability to kind of pull yourself out of that and change really demonstrates resilience. And to kind of heal yourself holistically requires you to tap into that, because it does require you to be able to deal with things that are hard to deal with and kind of adapt them to the better. Because in the end of the day, we're all part of an evolution where we're adapting and growing and changing to our environment to survive. So with physical resilience comes physical flexibility, enduring strength. It's good to work out, keep your body in tip-top shape, just in case you ever need to run a long distance, or whether it's being just maintaining your body to live a long, healthy lifestyle, whatever life throws at you type of thing. Your emotional being is kind of being emotionally flexible, having a positive outlook, looking to regulate yourself. That comes with reflecting on your thoughts and your actions, kind of assessing your mood and your mindset towards things. Being emotionally flexible is kind of being around emotional situations and being able to pull yourself in and out of that. Mental your mental self is kind of your attention span, your ability to focus, and you can think on many different levels. You're able to adapt to someone who's lived across the country. You're able to have a civil conversation and kind of progress as human beings. Your spiritual self is your commitment to values, your tolerance to others' beliefs and values. So it's like how you live your life. What type of mantras do you live by, and that sort of nature. When they all work together in coherence, you really have the power to finally achieve whatever it is that you're looking to achieve. So this slide I have is a nature appreciation slide. To really grow as a being is to be able to just stop, surround yourself with nature, really connect to nature, realize where you are in this world, and kind of help you situate yourself to the situational awareness of it all. And being in nature allows you to appreciate how things come and go, life and death, how things grow, how things decay. It's all part of a cycle, and it's all part of life. And sometimes we get too invested into the things we have around us, the commercialized world, the TV, the advertisements, the cars, the phones, that we kind of lose touch with reality, and things seem unreal when they're actually very real. They're actually all around us all the time. So I have this picture of a woman doing some yoga by the tree of life. So basically, trees take in CO2 and release O2, and I feel like we do stuff as similar to that kind of photosynthesis. We take in a lot of trauma, a lot of tragedy, and it's up to us to kind of release like kindness and care into the world. Her doing yoga is a great physical exercise to feel more balanced in your body, to feel core strength, to really feel grounded to the earth. So I'm not saying yoga is the only way to do it. It's just whatever exercise you do, whether it's taking a walk outside, walking your dog, jogging. Really, it fits everyone's personal lifestyle in their own way when they kind of feel that rootedness to nature in their bodies, because often our minds wander. Then I have this quote by Deepak Chopra. It's no matter how much it gets abused, the body can restore balance. The first rule is to stop interfering with nature. So I like this quote because it really is true. Like sometimes, as much as you think you have control over things, you need to stop and let things be. Sometimes you need to accept the way things are and realize your place and how you can deal with them and what you have control over ultimately in the end. Because you can't stop people from dying. You can't stop. I mean, you can, you can definitely stop people from dying by preventing like murder and stuff like that, but you can't always control certain situations. So sometimes it's best to be aware of what nature has in store. Like have that like awareness that okay, I don't have control of everything, but by me knowing that I have better control of the situation, like kind of plan for the unexpected. Nothing is perfect, everything in its due time. So just let the nature of things take its play. Here I have nature integration, and here I like to talk about integrating all natural products, botanicals, fruits, vegetables, basically stuff that you can find outside naturally, not manufactured in a factory or anything like that. And there's different ways to integrate nature into your lifestyle, whether it's food, whether it's healthcare, whether it's skincare, whether it's just hanging up plants in your house like decoration. It really does improve overall the layers that are affected. So like essential oils are a great substitute for fragrances. Fragrances are pretty much all chemical based, but by using the oil extracted from flowers and plants, we're able to not only have that natural scent, but we also are able to receive natural benefits. For example, lavender is great for calming, and a lot of people with anxiety benefit from the scent of lavender. So by rubbing some behind their ears before bed is known to help with sleeping problems. And if you look at the long-term effects of taking sleeping medication, lavender oil is a great healthy substitute. A lot of holistic living is kind of it doesn't really integrate pharmaceuticals. It's pretty much using nature to self-heal because our bodies are made to heal on its own. So it's kind of just finding a natural way to aid a certain illness or whatever it may be. There are certain diets that help with how, like, what you put into your body is always reflected on the outside of your body. So, for example, I have written down caffeine. A lot of people struggle with caffeine intake. So, by cutting out the harmful, like, artificial additives and sweeteners, they're able to save so many calories and save their teeth health. They're able to save, like, calories that they can use for later on. Like I find calories are better ingested than drunk as a liquid. Digested than ingested. I'm sorry about that. Also, people can find if you're one of those people that drinks too much coffee in your day, maybe integrating like a healthy breakfast or like little snack foods that kind of will keep your energy going up there. And if they're water based, then you don't really have to worry about drinking that much water because it does help you stay hydrated, and it's so good for your skin as well if you're also looking to kind of moisturize without constantly applying moisturizer. In taking high water foods and things that are have like energy substance is a great way for you to like help out your body in a way that you're just watching what you eat and stuff. Kind of chop that up there, but kind of you know where I'm going there. What you put into your body, it was definitely reflected. So finally, I have this last slide on what is it that affects you and your energy. So I feel a lot of times you're able to stop and assess yourself, and if you know you're not happy somewhere in your life, then you have the power to change that. It just all takes that little time that you give to yourself to be able to